What's good, YouTube family? This your guy Bless One. Thank you for watching another episode of IsmokeHiphop. Before we get started, I need you to hit that like button, hit that notification bell, subscribe, and leave a comment on how you feel personally about this video or this topic. Let me get into it. Georgia did the most bullshittest of mistakes I've seen by any program, by any coaches ever. I'm about to hit you guys with the blatant truth. And I know it's going to hit home to a lot of people in the South. I'm from the South. It's going to hit a lot of people in Georgia. People are going to feel some type of way. But I've been telling you guys the truth about Jake Fromm in Georgia from the beginning. First of all, let's start from the narrative. Jake Fromm is not a good quarterback at all. He's not even a third-round pick in the draft. I guarantee you he'll be in the third round or below in the NFL draft if he chooses to leave this year. Motherfucker, you better stay this year again. Like I told everybody, he's a 4-year quarterback. He is not leaving this year. Now, if he does leave, that doesn't mean I'm wrong. He's a 4-year quarterback. If he leaves early because he knows those Georgia fans are going to pounce on him starting next year. Kirby, he's in the hot seat right now. If you guys don't know what I'll say, but let me fast forward. Over a year ago, I did a video that got a lot of dislikes. And over a year and a half ago, I did a video before that one that literally got deleted off YouTube. I appealed it and they put it back. And I didn't do anything wrong. There was no transgressions by me. I told everybody that Justin Fields beat out Jake Fromm for the starting job of the Georgia Bulldogs. You know, the kid who's from Georgia, just like Fromm, but his skin is a little bit darker. This man beat this guy out spring ball like it wasn't even no comparison. Jake Fromm was timid. He threw like 5 interceptions in that spring game. No analysts brought that up. No commentators brought that up. No real Georgia fans brought that up. Several of them brought that up. Salute the Uncle Lou and Big Dog. I love those two guys from Georgia. They keep it honest. And yes, guys, I lived in Georgia when I was in the military. I was stationed at Fort Bend in Georgia. I know the love that Georgia has for football, just like we do down here in Florida. Georgia, you fucked up. Justin Fields was like a grown man during that spring game of his freshman season. I'm like, ooh, he got the job easy. I knew he was going to get the starting job, but I was like, man, Justin got it so easy. Next thing you know, Kirby is not naming who's the starting quarterback. I knew what was going on. I was like, I see what's transpiring. Kirby didn't want to name a starting quarterback because the pressure was on. Kirby is in love with Jake Fromm. This is his quarterback. Now, Kirby got rid of Jacob Eason, a number 1 pro-style quarterback who's probably going to be top 15 in this coming NFL draft. I guarantee you guys. The top 15 selections, Eason will be one of the quarterbacks picked in the top 15 first-round selection. Guaranteed. I don't want to hear about his resume as Washington, which to me is outstanding. But I don't want to hear about what he done in the pack or whatever. This guy can throw the ball legitimately. He has a strong arm. But what does Kirby does? Jacob had a phenomenal freshman year. Sophomore season come up. He's playing great. He gets injured. What does fucking Kirby does? I'm going to give it to Fromm. Fromm wins a couple of games during that injury, which Fromm never won. He managed those games. The defense won those games for Georgia. 2 great running backs by the name of Nick Chubb and Sonny Michel are the ones who won those games. I keep hearing the credit keeps going to Jake Fromm. Jake Fromm. We're talking about prior Justin Fields coming. They were like, Jake Fromm, he elevated them. No, he didn't. Stop the bullshit. In fact, if he was a better quarterback, they would have won it all the way during that year. Now, the following season next year comes up. He gets the starting job over Justin Fields. He didn't even work for it, guy. He was handed that job because Kirby Smart understands something that I do. In Georgia, in the South, they do not like black quarterbacks starting at all, especially not for Georgia. Georgia lost so many black quarterbacks because of that bias. And I'm not going to use the word racism. I'm just going to use stupidity, where superiority always rules in these idiots' mind frames, meaning that, oh, Justin can't read defenses. He can't. I'm tired of the bullshit narrative. Jake Fromm can't read fucking defense. Are you guys kidding me? Jake couldn't read anything even during his freshman season. He's been getting saved his entire career by that star-studded 5-star team he plays for. He plays for a phenomenal 5-star team. Justin Fields plays for a 5-star team in Ohio State. The only difference is we can blatantly see that Justin Fields has enormous amount of talent, that arm, that shiftiness. And you guys say he can't read defense. He's been reading defense all season. Don't tell me about the weak Big Ten. Big Ten has been phenomenal this year. Defense has been phenomenal. And a lot of Big Ten teams would have get Georgia the hell out of here. And I'm the biggest SEC fan in the world. I'm a Florida Gators fan. There's no way you guys can tell me I'm biased. I'm this negative. Big Ten been outstanding this year. Come on, Georgia, you lost to South Carolina. South fucking Carolina. Kirby Smart, get the fuck out of here. Yes, they don't want black quarterbacks to shine at Georgia because they found no real reason to make Jake Fromm the starter. And then I said, you know what? It's fucked up Jake Fromm is starting. But at least give my boy Justin Fields some type of playing time. They gave him some garbage duty playing time when they could have used him for real plays. Justin Fields was known for an arm. The only reason he wasn't called a pro style because his athletics. Now, he doesn't choose to be called a pro style or dual threat quarterback. That's what you so-called aficionados call these young kids that. Man, fucking Fields is a phenomenal passer who can read all type of coverages in defense. He can see that secondary shifting or see that drop back nickel coming through, and he can make the play and read them fucking weak ass Tampa threes that I've seen certain defenses running at Jake Fromm, and he couldn't even manage to read those fucking miscues. Fuck out of here. Let's get back to the black quarterback for them. You guys lost Cam Newton because you tried to make him change positions. You guys, DJ Shockey was supposed to start as a freshman. You guys didn't let him start all the way to the end of his career, which was too late for you guys. You picked that bum over DJ Shockey, and his one amazing season he showed you he should have been be the starter. You guys ruined his career. Thank you for Atlanta for picking him up in the NFL draft, but it never was the same. You got Deshaun Watson you guys didn't want. In fact, you told him to change his position. Deshaun ended up saying that before the NFL draft. He wanted to go to Georgia, his hometown state. You guys didn't want him, and there's so many other quarterbacks we can keep going through. So many other talented quarterbacks. Stop with this race thing. A lot of you and many of you are going to be like, oh, you're using the race card. No. Some of the most blatantest people in the world to use the most race cards are racist people, are the so quote-unquote people who hate black people. You love using the race card. Don't tell me this race garbage. I'm a Donald Trump supporter. I'm a military vet. I root for Donald Trump. I voted for him the first time. I'm going to vote for him again. You can't hit me with that race narrative. People don't like when the flashlight is lighted on them, and that's the truth. Jake Fromm career should be over in by next year. Like, the fact that he even started, we know he's going to start now. I don't know. Is Kirby Smart fucking Jake Fromm? Facts. Are they in some type of relationship? What is your ties to this man? Does he remind you of your son? Like all the alumni and boosters at Georgia, when they see a quarterback for the University of Georgia, they tell themselves, I don't want to see a black guy winning it all. I want to see a guy that looks like my son, my grandson, my great-grandkids. They want to see an image of them win it all for the great old good boy state of Georgia. And what did it get you guys? Justin Fields can lose in the playoff right now, and he still would have 2,000 times better season or career by far than anything Jake Fromm has ever done. And if you guys keep saying the SEC championship or he went to the national, he didn't. His team did. That's clearly obvious by now. This guy couldn't throw 2 yards if you paid him to. This guy doesn't have an arm. This guy, it's not his fault. He's trying his best. I'm talking about Jake Fromm. I'm not trying to bash Jake Fromm. He's done nothing wrong to me. To me, he's a young kid. I wish him nothing but the best. But in this sport, on this level, when you get to Division I football, there's no time to be best friends and, oh, he's a good kid. Oh, schmucks. Oh, luck. He could marry my daughter. Oh, schmucks. Jimmy the Cool. Fuck out of here. I'm going to put in the description box. You guys are going to see 3 videos I did in the course of 2 years talking about Georgia University problem, talking about the Justin Field, Jake Fromm situation. Since Justin Field got on that helicopter in Kennesaw and went with Kirby Smart, I said, don't trust that devil. Don't trust him. Kirby Smart is another good old boy. He was a great, phenomenal football player at Georgia. I remembered watching him at Georgia. Yes, guys, I'm old. I'm not going to tell you my age. I said it many of times. I'll just tell you guys my age. I'm 35 years old. That bullshit that you guys put in the comments or in the Twitters or on my videos do not work with me. I am a real football fan. I know it's hurting majority of you idiots out there, and the majority of the people who don't like what I'm saying are people who clearly are not embedded in the football, who don't watch football. I got a lot of racist people who don't even like black people who tells me on my videos, brother, you're telling the truth. There's shout out to Reed from I think he's from Macon, Georgia. He reached out to me and said, and this guy has all type of, I'm not gonna speak about his racial biasness, why he hates blacks, and I don't get into that. I just feel like if you hate somebody because of race, that's on you. I don't get mad at people for that. But the guy apologized to me because he left a disparaging comment in my video last year. And all the way fast forward 2 weeks ago, left a comment, man, I apologize, bro. You were absolutely correct. And yes, that does fucking feel good to tell you fuckheads in your face, I was right. And it's embarrassing that I even have to say that I was right. Ray Charles can see this shit from a mile away. It's not like I'm a genius. Yes, I know about sports all the way, but it's not like I'm this genius. Who couldn't see Jake Fromm would have falter and Justin Field going to Ohio State would have been perfect. Justin Field is the better quarterback than Dwayne Haskins. Haskins couldn't even start the first 2 seasons he was at Ohio State. Let's stop with the charade. Coach Day is a phenomenal coach. He made Haskins look like a worthy first-round talent. If not, we're even talking about Haskins being the #1 pick. But with Justin Fields, I knew when he get Coach Day as his offensive mind mastermind, and he knows Coach Day in the past from high school days and all whatnot, I knew it was going to go undefeated. Go to my videos. It's going to be in the description box. I said this. I said he's going to win all his games. I don't know if he's going to win the championship, but he's going to play off with an undefeated regular season schedule, especially in the Big Ten. No offense to my Big Ten fans out there. I said this. And if look, I don't think Justin Fields is going to win the national championship. That's not because of his talent or anything like that. I feel like LSU, me being an SEC fan, I want the SEC to win it. But just being honest, Joe Burrow, I don't see anybody stopping him. That performance he pulled against Georgia's defense, because Jake Fromm is garbage. But what he pulled off in front of those NFL talent level defense, such as the Georgia Bulldogs and the Alabama defense, give that man the Heisman, give him the first-round pick, even with a healthy Tua if Tua had been in the draft. Facts. So let's fast forward to Clemson. Clemson ain't winning it this year, y'all. Lawrence's been exposed. It is what it is. They're not. Sorry, Dabo. But, man, I gotta hit the road, y'all. This is embarrassment, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day, man. Yeehaw. Roll Tides. Goodbye. And Georgia Bulldogs. Well, see, I don't like Georgia anymore so much that I just call you guys Roll Tides. Jake Fromm for Justin Fields. Hit that like button, man. Like, share, and subscribe. I talk about multitudes of things: sports, entertainment, street life, food, Star Wars, everything. My channel is for everything, man. This is embarrassing. Jake Fromm's for Justin Fields. I seen everything, folks.